I've loved to sing for as long as I can remember. My mom likes to say that she's always known that even when I was a baby, I had the most ear-piercing cry anyone had ever heard, and that when I was 2, I used to go around singing Tomorrow from the musical Annie at the top of my lungs, just around the house. Then come the parts of my childhood that I can start to remember, and it's true. I sang doing my homework, riding my bike, in the shower. So when my mom saw an ad for a local singing competition and asked me if I wanted to sign up, I said yes. I'll always remember the day of that competition. I was 8 years old, the youngest one there, and with the comically mature song choice of My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. My grandmother had sewn me this dramatic black ball gown, and I was wearing so much lipstick that I was no longer recognizable. I'd slept badly the night before because there were rollers in my hair, and I was nervous in a way I'd never been before. I'd gone to school that week and kept it a secret from my 3rd grade classmates, already feeling the weight of this parallel universe I was headed into that weekend on my little shoulders. My entire family was there, waiting in the biggest theater I'd ever been in. Act after act went up, each seemingly better than the last, and eventually it was my turn. So I got up, held onto the microphone for dear life, and sang the world's saddest song as best as I could. So there I am, terrified. Honestly, I probably did the song justice with just how scared I was singing it. Like, I'd never even seen the movie, and yet you'd think I was trying to channel that sort of fear that went on towards the end, Titanic. Unsurprisingly, I lost, and I cried a lot, but that was the beginning of something important. So I'm 21 now, a computer science major but music minor, programmer by day, singer by night. In the 13 years since that pivotal night, I've done countless more competitions, festivals, open mic nights, and even some solo gigs of my own. I learned piano and guitar and found my way into the world of songwriting. It's hard to believe what my life would be like if my mom had never signed me up for that competition. And I'd like to think that I would have kept singing no matter how I managed to do it. But it'll always just be one of those things I'll be glad happened to me. It's been the beloved second half of my life for as long as I can remember. But most importantly, it makes me happy. We all kind of find these things out about ourselves differently. And I'm not saying that your mom had to sign you up for your passion when you were 8 years old, though I do owe my mom an extra thank you for that one. But the important thing is to do what makes you happy. Make the time because you know it's there somewhere, and this is a worthy use of it. Sit back down at the piano, even if you haven't done it in years, and let it come back to you. Paint that sunset you took a picture of because you thought it was beautiful, and make something beautiful too. Write that character you thought up a while ago a backstory, and let it become a book. Just let your life be full of good things. I remember another night, only a year or 2 after that first competition. I was sitting in a rehearsal for a showcase, and I just kind of felt it all come down. I was too scared to go back on stage, too shy to sing. It was just too much for me. So I went home, and I cried, and my mom cried, because it just felt like a goodbye. It felt like I had just let go of this thing I had only just discovered for myself, and it was really sad. But of course, I showed up to that next rehearsal, and I faced so many more instances of those same feelings over the years. It doesn't have to be easy, but it has to be worth it. There will always be plenty of reasons to not do something, and you may think they're good reasons too, but they can't outweigh that one big reason to go for it, and that is that it makes you happy. So live your double life. Don't quit your day job, but don't quit your night job either. Sing My Heart Will Go On, even though you're 8 years old and you don't have the emotional tools to understand it. Do the things that make you happy and make the time to practice them, and then keep doing those things. Thank you.